Coming up in this Brightline construction update. This update looks at some of the progress at Cocoa Junction on February 13th, 2022. Cocoa Junction is located in Cocoa, Florida, and is where the future mainline to Orlando breaks off from the existing Florida East Coast Railway mainline. This work was being done simultaneously with the CP City Point cutover, which can be seen in the link above. As part of that cutover, there is a shift in the mainline the FEC was using, which required trains to use one of the crossovers here at Cocoa Junction to change tracks. Therefore, the work here was to prepare that new route for use and make sure the signal system worked for it. The full Cocoa Junction will be cut over later this spring. In the meantime, it will act just like a regular through track that just happens to go through a crossover. Just north of Michigan Avenue, an electric flash butt welding truck was working on the future Orlando mainline track. Additional ballast had been dropped on the new route, so there are several ballast regulators and tampers at work preparing it. This is all new trackage that had just been installed, so final preparations to make it ready for trains were underway. Here a tamper is working around one of the turnouts that the mainline to Orlando breaks off from. A crew is working around the points on the turnout of the crossover trains will pass over. Here's a ballast regulator at work. This is another turnout being worked on. And a quick high flyover of where the Orlando mainline will break off from the FEC mainline. The tamper was working just next to Michigan Avenue here. You can see the work on CP City Point in the distance. And here's the arrival of work train AFW1, bringing in some additional ballast. It stopped briefly before Michigan Avenue, so the crew could be briefed on where they'd be dropping the ballast at. Now briefed, they pulled across Michigan Avenue and started dumping just past the crossing. Now finished with this drop, they headed back south to clear the work site until crews were ready for them again. This is the move across the new crossover that is the temporary main route through here. Here are the two primary crossovers on the south end. This was a signal crew making sure everything was working on the new route before the first through freight arrived. And to finish off, here's the work train waiting for its next call about a mile south near Highland Drive. A tamper and ballast regulator were staged down here as well. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.